Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, today's question is, should Carly go to jail? I asked this in the member circle, and I forgot I asked this in the regular circle, especially given today's episode. Now, I was originally going to cancel tonight's stream because I usually stream at 8 o'clock. You know what time I usually stream. But I was like, I really didn't want to, but I kind of had to on some extent because, well, I gotta wake up super early. So I was like, you know what? Instead of me just canceling, I was like, maybe I'll just come on a little bit earlier, see who comes on. I know it's kind of improv. I was debating if I should even just come on at all because I'm not coming on my usual time. Now I'm streaming on my phone because I just did my last review, which was either B&B or Y&R. As my phone isn't exactly charged, and this is why I have these quote unquote Mickey Mouse ears on instead of my usual um, beats that I have on. Um, I see two people so far in the chat. Let me know if the comment section and everything like that is working. You know what? I'll go check my tablet. But if you can write something in the comment section, let me know while I go and check. Autumn! Jazz views and pop. You know, it's actually funny because I saw that comment and I was gonna comment back, but I'm glad that you came in today. I was gonna say tonight. You came in today because I'm like, yeah, but Anna's not entirely wrong. See, this is the reason why I want to come on today because Anna's not entirely wrong. Like, yes, she's wrong in the fact that she screwed over Jason to sit there and help out Valentine, right? And so that is on her to sit there and fix. And it did irritate me, like I said in my review, that she seemed so cavalier about being like, oh, yeah, today's, they'll probably get arrested. I didn't see the episode. Um, what the hell was I going to say? She is wrong in the fact that she kept acting like, well, you acting like me being here, like we have gotten that far. Darby, Kyrie's, what's good? Funny, I was just gonna sit there and message you, Kyrie's. I'll send you this screenshot. And Darby, yeah, no, I was gonna cancel tonight's live stream. I have to wake up super early tomorrow, and I still want to sit there and talk about soaps for a little bit. So I was like, let me come a little bit early. We'll sit there and talk about it. Let's see what else is my battery at? I didn't actually really think this through. My bad. Yeah. So tell me. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna guess to sit there and see how much power I have. Well, if anything, I can always sit there and switch back to my laptop. I think that's actually one of the great things about StreamYard is that you can switch and still be whatever. But speaking of that, maybe I'll do that more often. Unless I really just need to take a day off. Unless I really just need to take a day off. Okay. But again, she wasn't wrong. People sit there acting like, okay, let me make sure the audio is good for me. But again, she wasn't wrong. Darby said, take the day off. I wish I could, Darby. I really do. Let's see, where are we with my voice? Day off. I wish I could. Okay, we're good. But yeah, and maybe I'll talk about some other stuff in the members live stream. Maybe I won't. Well, I may have a story to tell, but I'll sit there and save that for the members day. But yes, Perry says I got a collab scheduled for Thursday with Justin. Nice. Okay. All right. I'm sorry to highlight some of y'all stuff. I'm using my phone, so it's like very. It's like I have it on somewhat of a kind of bad stand. So like if I push it too much, it'll fall, and y'all might see some stuff that y'all should that's not safe for YouTube. But that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm looking forward towards that. I'm looking forward towards that. And he does have a channel, so I think he knows how to behave himself. My goodness, that I hate bringing that up. I, I kind of have to just because it's just one of those things where it's like Kyrie's had to die for the rest of us to live, metaphorically speaking, and I think he knows what I'm talking about. Anna says Carly was right when she said if Sonny wants to fix things with Michael, he needs to go to Michael. And that's the thing though. She wasn't wrong. She was like, hey, listen, you're sitting there acting all nice and sweet and kind now because you want something. So when he said that to Michael, I was like, bro, you are so out of line, you're so out of pocket. I don't even know where to begin on just how messed up you are. Just even you saying that. Even you saying that was just out of pocket. Yeah, that was and Ava played that victim card. My goodness, if she played that victim card. Oof. Poor me, woe is me. I'm so afraid of Sunny, big bad Sunny. I'm not saying that she doesn't have anything to fear, but like, come on now. Ava gets to a point. Ava's like, you ain't gonna do nothing, even if that person has, a weapon on her. She'll sit there and still talk tough just because she's Ava Jerome. Um, John clearly has a hero complex, so it just played right on into it. Um, let's see, how did I actually sit there and phrase this? That's why I always tell people to check the community tab. I always sit there and say, check the community tab. It's like, Kaiwan says, do you think that Sunny will get arrested to help Carly out with this and eventually lose custody? There's a possibility. I wouldn't sit there and put that past the possibilities. Yeah, I would not put that past the possibilities. Um, it was epic yesterday, and I saw the comments section and your. Okay, we have to sit there and turn this AC because I am burning up. I hope y'all can hear me. But yeah, I saw the comment section, and you know, I'll just sit there and say that you come a long way, Kyrie's. You have come a long way. I need to see. Kyrie's Fiona needs to be seen more. I 100% agree. Fiona is like fine wine. Like, my goodness, that woman is something else. But yeah, I'll send you the picture tonight. I'll send you the picture after I'm done with my stream. No, it wasn't, Darby. It wasn't. It was interesting though. It was still like Kyrie said in his comment section. It was still interesting. Yep, Autumn, that's exactly what I said. I said the same thing. Well, Kyrie, to be fair, when an average woman has an accent, their hot points kind of get bumped up a lot. Ronnie Ron, what's good, my guy? Ronnie Ron, resident jester. I forgot the girl's name though. Kawan said, I saw a good video today. They compared Desperate Housewives to General Hospital. I forgot the name though. Okay. Well, they're both a soap. It's just one is a daytime soap and one is a primetime soap or evening soap or whatever you call a soap that's not a daytime soap. So yeah, no, I can see that. Um, Desperate Housewives. But yeah, Days is actually pretty interesting as well. And you know, with Stefan being like, "Oh, are you snitching trying to get back at me and Gabby for what we did?" I'm like, "Well, if Ava did do that, then y'all deserve it. Y'all trying to make her look like an unfit bad mother." Um, Ron says, when I saw Kanye, I was like, "That's Aber's woman. He might as well accept his condemnation." No, Ronnie Ron. I thought Nikisha was my woman. See, you mix me up, bro. I thought you said Nikisha was my woman. What is it, Nikisha or Connie? Who's my woman, Ron? Is it Queen Nikisha or is it Connie? Come on now, making me confused, my guy. What's the matter with you? Oh my goodness, try Jenna. How are you? It's been Jesus Christ. It's been a long time. Tracy Steve, what's good, Tracy Steves? I would wear my GA sweat hoodie, but it's too hot for that though. How did she figure out what Brady at the pub? I think she said I forgot how she said it, how she found out. I gotta sit there and look at my notes. But I kinda took this was more of an improv sort of thing. But my thing is, here's the way I see it. Ava needs to stop being so damn shook. I am sick and tired of so-called badass Ava Vitale, my princess. Trigena says, "Oh, life. So what's been happening? It's been crazy, Trigena. We had an actor from the soap opera General Hospital, Nathaniel Gray. He was on. He was actually on a couple, I think, last week. So yeah, he was on, and we talked and everything. Kyrese was actually there. We had a good collab. Yeah, so we had an actor from General Hospital. Versus since when has Albert ever been only a one woman man? Like, God damn it, Kyrie's. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because you know me, I love crazy. Ron says, Albert, you can have both Nikisha Moore and Connie because she's your Connie. See, and this is why Ron is the resident um jester. And Kyrie said, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like Thomas. I'm a one woman man. What are you talking about? Putting out these lies and fallacies. Um, I still may take my days off from time to time, but I think if it's a situation where it's like I still want to live stream, but I can't be up super late. I may change it. And it's funny too, because I kind of got that from you, Kyrie's. Derby says, "Hey, Chat Albert, trying to slip out on a live stream from us. Make sure Albert knows we are always watching him." No, I appreciate that, Dart. Like I said, I love doing these live streams. I do it 7 days a week, and it's not necessary because I have to. It's because I generally want to. Um, just like the thought of trying to wake up at 3:45 in the morning, it's super depressing. Um, so it's like I want to be fair to people and not be feeling like, oh, it's getting close to 9:30. And then somebody shows up at 9:30, and then I'm just up, and then I'm sitting there to like 9:45 because I feel guilty that one person just came in. So Trojana says, I saw that Ava and Sunny are back at it with Avery. Neither one of them can point fingers at again cause against since, especially since the last time Sunny testified against my. Yep, bingo, bingo. She has a point. Um, Ron says, "What comes to your mind when Lee Shen telling?" Um, I think that she's a nut job. I think it kind of sucks that the only way they could sit there and actually have Lee Shen on is as Connie's um conscience. I think that sucks, but I am liking the new Gabby. I'm liking the new Gabby. Darby says, Albert, your real life is more important than your internet life. We will live. We will live if you have to skip a show. Oh, we will live if you have to skip a show or two. I know. I just don't like doing it. I have way too much fun doing it. So, but I appreciate it though. Curry says, I had to go in on Hope yesterday. She got that strong smoke. She truly vexed my patience. I'm like, no dignity, no class whatsoever her behavior. Yeah, I know that they're trying to do the whole, oh, she's like Brooke Logan 2.0, but it's like, here's the thing, she was so cringe. She was so cringe and so, the season voice has been terrible. I know, notice the soap opera. But how are you feeling about season four? I actually like the boys, season four, the boys, Kaiwan. I actually really did like it. Ron, thank you for mentioning that scene. Not about that scene, but the scene after that. But she was so cringe. Hope was so cringe. It was like just randomly throwing herself. And I said in my review, I'm like, you don't give a damn about Hope as a friend. I mean, as Finn as a friend. Because if you did, you would not be sitting there putting him in that compromising ass situation that you're putting him in. Trigena says Sonny has been hurting his family since forever, but he definitely didn't earn any points after Nixon falls. Now he needs their help. Exactly. Well, exactly. But Trigena, here's the thing. I said this. People in the comment section have said this. I'm gonna get back to that what you call in a second. I said that you know what, Sonny, fend for yourself. Don't ask Nina. Don't ask Carly. Don't ask Michael to help testify you in court. Do not do that. You are. This is your problem. You deal with it. But the thing is, this is Avery, and people don't like the fact that Avery is with um Ava. Sonny is bad, but they feel like Ava is worse. Darby says 9:30 Albert. Isn't 9:30 the time Lady J makes her grand appearance? She's gonna be mad if she shows up as scheduled and no one I know, Darby, I know. I'm gonna make it up to her tomorrow though. I'm gonna make it up to her tomorrow. I didn't want to cancel that at all. So it's like maybe she could sit there and watch the replay. Or she can watch my review. I'm pretty much gonna be talking about the same thing, but Um, she'll understand, Darby. No, actually, I think that she actually left around 9:30 yesterday because she got to wake up hella early too. So I always appreciate whenever Jess comes through. Um, Curry says she has the nerve to say most men never say no to me. Most men would do anything to get. Wait, she actually said that? Wait. I don't remember her actually saying that. Curry, are you sure she actually said that? Because I'm pretty sure I got the episode yesterday. She actually said that? When did she say that? I mean, that's some brazen ish. You know, it's funny, Ron. I'm pretty sure you said that earlier in the comments section, but I'm gonna get to the part that's actually, um, wow, oof, damn, Carrie, um, she got some big ovaries. Say something like that. But see, here's my thing now, and just going back to your comment, Connie's whole plan is dependent on Rake not waking up, and most importantly, Bobby holding up his end of the bargain. Okay? So if Bobby slips up and he gets found out by either Jada or Stephanie, which they were like, yeah, this dude was off today. If he slips up, her whole plan is done. So when she was talking to her conscience, one of the things she was saying is, well, maybe I have to sit there and eliminate Bobby. I'm surprised she didn't think about doing that already. You know how they do when it comes towards a secret. More than one person knows a secret, it's never good. Trigena says hopefully he doesn't go manic. Then Michael may end up with her again like he did before. Yeah, but at least this time it won't be because, you know, they were fighting, they were at war or anything like that. And, the whole killing AJ part. Because, that wasn't cool. And then confessing to Ava, like, I can't believe she actually said that though. And no, she is definitely no Audra Charles. Hell. Like I said, like I said in my review, Donna could do no wrong. Okay? So if Donna say something like that, I'm like, whoa, Donna got the goods to back it up. You, on the other hand, sweetheart, why the hell is not showing me? One day I'm actually going to sit there and change this picture. I think it's time for me to change this picture. Oh, and just a little, a little insight. Usually, not always, but usually, if I do a review on all four soap operas, it's because most likely I'm not going to do a live stream. I don't know if people have picked up on that, but that's why I did all four of them today. I was like, I don't know. Curry says, yeah, Hope needs to fall down about 15. Yeah, 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 that's correct. She definitely does. And yeah, she's not Audra Charles. She's not even, hell, she ain't even Jocelyn Jacks, if we're gonna be honest. I mean, hell, I'll sit there and talk. I'll sit there and drag Jocelyn like there's no tomorrow. I will drag Jocelyn 7 days a week and twice on Sundays for her treating Cam like a toilet seat. But Jocelyn does look good. Okay, Jocelyn does look good. I will give her that. I will not give her a lot, but I will get Kyrie's. Who do you think looks better? Hope Logan from Bona Beautiful or Jocelyn Jacks from GH? That's my question. That is my question. I mean, personal preference and everything. I get it, but I'm just saying. I'm like, bro, you're not even Jocelyn level. Like, most men don't say no to me. Do most of these men have standards? I don't understand. What do you mean most men? You know what? Never mind. Let me not go there. Let me be nice and friendly. Um, but yeah, there's a point. There's a point where Bobby runs into Kayla, and Kayla's like, just to let you know, Stephanie said that you was a little short with her, and maybe if you could sit there and just try to be a little more nicer. I mean, I know it's none of my business. And Bobby was like, "Yeah, you're right. It is none of your business." And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, that caught me off guard. That caught me off guard when you said that. Kyrie says, "Let me think of my political correct answer. I can't stand them both." My politician, yes, I love it, Kyrie. Love it. I haven't. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'll wait to sit there and see what you're gonna say. It's your opinion after all. Even though I haven't watched these episodes, I think automatically I know what happened. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not that hard. I mean, you could just sit there and Google most of this stuff. So, um, I know Cat Lady used to sometimes stream around this time. I mean, she wouldn't sit there and text me and let me know that she's streaming, so I could sit there and watch. But yeah, what the hell I was gonna sit there and say? So yeah, he was just like, yeah, it is none of your business. Um, but yeah, Ava needs to stop being so damn shook. Kerry says, "Well, I have to go with Jocelyn." I figured he was gonna go with Jocelyn. I'm gonna be honest. I figured he was gonna go with Jocelyn. Um, but I know that we do have different tastes when it comes to us women. So it could have went. It, honestly, tell you the truth, it could have went either way. Could have went either way, and I wouldn't have knocked you for it. I wouldn't have knocked you for it. Um, Now I'm gonna sit there and say something controversial, and then I'm just gonna move on ahead. I still think that Diane Miller looks better than Jocelyn Jacks. I said it and I stand by it. Um, but yeah, now I mean, just even going on yesterday's episode when Blaze and Christina was upset that you know the guy wasn't gonna ask the questions that they wrote, and I know Samuel was like it's a lot more common than you think, and it probably is, but it's still just one of those things where it's like no. No, he's not gonna sit there and give you an easy interview. What person is gonna sit there and actually almost makes me maybe I shouldn't sit there and say this here. What was my damn pen at? Ugh, okay. Okay. I I don't want to start a war, so I figure I put it um I put it for the members only when I do my members live stream. Kyrie says it was funny the way you said, "Do most men have standard facts?" Her ego really needs some. Yeah, I mean, it's true, Kyrie. I'm just like I don't. She comes across as very self-centered. She comes across as very self-centered. Like even with Finn, she doesn't care about putting him in a compromising position. She doesn't care about breaking up a happy home. She doesn't care about what happens if Finn and Stephanie gets a divorce and how that would affect the kids. She's not thinking about that. She's thinking about herself the same way that Katie has been thinking about herself. The same way for a very long time that Brooke has been thinking about herself. Now again, with oh, I guess I did sit there and say in my review that with Donna she gets a pass because she's hot. But I know that back in the day, Brooke, chick had it going on. So my point is that I can see why a lot of people always say that the Logans are very selfish and very self-centered and they don't like them. Like a lot of people sit there and say, I don't like the Logans because they're this and they're that and they're third. And I'm just like, I don't have the history that y'all have, but I'm starting to see some of what y'all are talking about. I'm starting to see what some of y'all are talking about because just sitting there watching Hope, I'm like, Queen Becky D, I'm so happy that you're here. I saw your comment and I wanted to do a live stream. I was gonna cancel it later on, but I was like, let me come on here, talk for a little bit, talk some soaps and everything. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. So it's good to see you, Becky D. It's always good to see you. Oh, also, not that I have to sit there and mention this, but I'll mention this. If I don't get to your comment, don't be upset with me. I'm one person. There's 9 people in this chat. So if I miss your comment, yeah, don't take it personal. I will eventually get to your comment at some point. Like, how I was gonna sit down, so okay. I just want to sit there and see how I worded it. Um, but yeah, and again, I go more depth with all the souls, but like even with like YNR has got to be what's good, Amber? How you doing tonight? Today? YNR has got to be the most perplexing soap opera to even try to recommend. Everyone gets a company. Everyone gets a company. Their kids, Victor's kids complain like there's no tomorrow. They act like they're going like, oh my God, I'm going from CEO to co-CEO. What am I gonna do? I can't believe you did this, Father. I can't believe you bumped me down a notch. You're still rich. Shut your mouth. I don't know Lily's history, and at some point I may sit there and do a deep dive into Lily Winters. I'm doing good, Amber. Doing good. But I don't know if Lily actually grew up rich. Hell, there was a point where Lily and Daniel was broke as a joke. Um, and even Adam, which, you know, he seems, he always seems interesting, especially when he's like very sarcastic and stuff. But like even with Adam, Adam gets, he gets booted from Newman. He gets fired from Newman. And it's like, oh my God, what is he gonna do? How is he gonna sit there and take care of his child? And you're just like, oh yeah, he's a Newman. Claire, Claire, Claire should practically tell Summer to kiss my ass. I don't have to sit there and deal with your bratty ass attitude. Mom Dukes is rich. Why am I dealing with you for? She said at one point to Victoria that she bends over backwards to sit there and try to appease her and to try to calm her nerves. And even that's not enough. What normal person would sit there and practically win the lotto in a sense of being in probably a very rich and powerful family and have to deal with Summer Newman? Like, what? This is my issue with Claire. And I know a lot of people have issues with Claire, like, oh, she got accepted into the family and Adam didn't, and okay, that's fine, and I get that part, and I see your concerns about that. My whole thing is like, bro, you gotta sit and develop that. You gotta sit there and find it in you to develop a goddamn backbone because this ain't working. Curry says if Claire did curse out Summer Newman, Kyle would take Claire's side. Yeah. Kyrie's, whose side are you on? Kyle or Summer in this whole custody battle? Whose side are you on? Between Kyle and Summer. Only Kyle or only Summer? I'm very I'm very torn about that. Summer has been blowing things out of proportion, had to turn the beeper off. Okay. No, but Curry, whose side are you on? Up and gorgeous Queen Cat Lady says on Kyle's side. Sorry. Nothing to be sorry about. Well, it's good to have you back, Becky. Alyssa J was good, love. Darby says, I think you know the answer. Actually, I don't. Darby says Newman has favors and Adam ain't one of them. It is what it is. Well, listen, I was going to cancel the live stream tonight because I got to wake up super early. I got to wake up like 3:45. So I was like, consider canceling like I would normally do. I was like, let me just come on a little bit early. We'll sit there and talk. So I was like, I'd rather just come on early than just cancel it. But it's good to see you though. Plus, at some point, I gotta get some more soda. So, but yeah, it's a little perplexing. I don't know what side to sit there and choose. Summer, like I said, has been blowing things out of proportion, acting like working with Audra would just be the downfall of Harris somehow. And she's overreacting and she's punishing Kyle for her hurt feelings. But Kyle has been doing things. Yes, she did, Alyssa. And I'm happy that you're here, Becky D. Kyrie says Kyle's side, I want so badly for Summer to be kicked out of Harrison's life. She's been pushing it for far too long. Kyrie says, yes, Summer has been doing too much, like girl, slow down. Yeah. Yeah. Ron said, what's your point of Everett leaving the pub? What was the point of Everett leaving the pub and going to the hospital to see Jada and Rafe? Ron, the point of Everett going to the hospital was to see Jada. Because that's not Everett, that's Bobby. Ron, you do know that Bobby is just pretending that he's Everett. There we go. Um, but yeah, Connie's whole plan is it can just fall apart. I'm like, you still, Bobby still knows. You have to sit there and take out Bobby. I mean, I like the actor that plays Bobby or Everett, but I mean, you're a loose end, bro. Okay, so then run. Then, if you are aware that Bobby's pretending to be Everett, then you know why he went to the hospital. I don't understand. What's the question? You're asking a question that you know the answer to. You know that Bobby likes Jada. Curtis says, I do feel that both Summer and Kyle are extremely disrespectful to Harrison by encouraging him to forget his mother, Tara Locke. She's not a violent criminal. Yeah, that's right. That's right, LaShanta. No, I'm here early. I'm here early. I was gonna cancel, but I still want to talk a little bit about the soap. So I was like, let me come on now, because I knew I was not gonna have time to do it yesterday. Becky says 3:45 a.m. is just rude, Albert. As for Kyle and Summer, nobody is 100% good or bad. This time, I think I'm leaning towards Kyle's side, but really feel they're all wrong. Yes, that's right, Cat Lady. He's out there making that money. But how? Okay, and this is my whole thing, Lashant. You saying that Anna's out of order, but how wrong was she when it came towards the fact that Carly doesn't need to pay for her crimes? See, yes, Anna screwed over Jason, but Anna made a very valid point. What about the crimes that Jason and Carly committed? I don't care. I'm gonna sit there and say this again. I don't care what the reason was of why she sat there and said that she was the head of the Corinthos organization. You're married to a mobster multiple times. You knew at some point that you was going to be going down. Your kids, for the most part, had to sit there and pay the price because I just had to be with Sonny. Go to jail. Pay for your crimes. Stop having other men practically throw themselves bend over backwards to sit there and get you out of something that you need to, and that's true, and that's true, LaShanta, she does. He does. But what does that have to do with Carly, though? Valentine needs to pay for his crimes, and Carly doesn't. Jason is bending over backwards for that reason. Kelly says, anything Anna has to say about any criminal is not validated anymore. You let one go, period. She's still not wrong, though. She's still not wrong. She is still not wrong, people. I don't really get that. Francis, what's good, Francis? Yeah, I am early today. I am early. I gotta wake up super early, so I decided to do my stream a little bit earlier. Listen, no, I have to wake up at 3:45 in the morning tonight. I have to wake up at 3:45 tomorrow in the morning. So I was gonna cancel the live stream in general, but I still want to talk about the soaps. So I figure I'll just come on early, and we could do an earlier stream than me just canceling it. So that's why they have me working tomorrow super early. I normally don't work that early. Um, on Wednesdays. So that's why. But trust me, Alyssa, I want to come on at the usual time. I want to come on at the usual time. Darby says, hold up, Carly didn't take a vow to protect and serve. Anna, however, did. Anna is more in the wrong here. What? Kylie says, damn, that's what Kylie, I used to go to bed that early. I used to go to bed that late years ago when I worked at my bookstore in the morning. Alyssa at 3:45. Wow, that's like 9 hours from now. Yeah. It's early. It is super early. I generally don't like it, but I get out super early though. So, but I was like, I want to come on here. I want to sit there and talk to soaps and everything like that. So I was like, um, okay. Cat lady said I would have lost my job. Trust me, cat lady. I don't like it, but no. The thing is, you know how it is, cat lady. We do what we have to, so we can do what we want to eventually. That's my motto anyway. I do what I have to, so this way I can come home and do what I want to. Francis says my younger son has to get up early too. He is in construction. Yeah, you gotta when you gotta wake up early, you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it. Unfortunately, I'm about to switch in a few minutes to my laptop, so if there's a delay, it's only gonna be for a few minutes. But Dolometics is in the chat. What's good, Dolometics? But no, going back. Okay, you okay? The thing is, Darby, I put blame on all three of them. Anna's not. Yeah, Anna definitely did wrong by letting a criminal go, by giving him a heads up. Yeah, I was surprised, Alyssa, because I was like, I know that Chelsea was just losing it. Yep, Dolomix, I came on early after wake up super early, um, in the morning at 3:45. So it was either that or cancel the streaming. I didn't want to do that, so I was like, let me come on early. Trevor says, I think Valentine is undercover. Jagger is the real boss. That's an interesting theory. And it was, Alyssa, I think that was probably the most interesting story was the Sharon story. Because let's be honest, does anyone give a damn that Nikki is going to be getting another company? Does anyone actually care? Seriously, does anyone actually care that Nikki is getting another company? She was about to sit there and have a damn temper tantrum. I can't believe that Adam is actually going to be here that's going to be here full time, and you kick me out of my job. What am I going to do except for drink and order service around all day? Exactly. Cat Lady says no. Francis says no. No one gives a damn. I mean, I am too, Alyssa. I am, but I'm like, this chick not know how to knock. Exactly. No one gives a damn about if Nikki is going to get a new job. Like, Blackmon, aka Mr. GQ, is in the chat. What's good, my guy? Kelly says Nikki about to really lose Jack as a friend now. Yeah, it's not like she really has much friends to begin with. Yes, thank you, Queen Becky. Make sure you do hit that like button because it really does actually help. It seriously does. it seriously does. Um, all right, I'm gonna sit down and switch. I'm gonna switch now. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna somehow see about me backing out of here. I think there's only one way to do it now. So you'll see a black screen. You'll see a bit of a delay, but then I will be back on. I'm doing good, Blackmon. Doing good. I don't know. Maybe one day, and it may be another 4 hour maybe another 4 hour live stream one day. I don't know how the hell I actually pulled up that 3 hour live stream. Becky says, no, I didn't know until just now. Domex says, I'm glad Days opted to have Stephanie and Jada be smart. Oh my goodness, yes. And figure it out because Connie was like, oh my God, what if Stephanie or Jada actually figures out that Bobby is pretending to be who he's not? And then that actually happens. So yes. Okay. All right. So here's how we're gonna do this. Then I can actually play my damn music. Lashata Robert, did you know Mamie sold her shares back to Victor? No, actually, I didn't know that. When did that happen? Mr. Bear was good. Okay, don't be alarmed, people. It's only just going to be a black screen for about like maybe a second, and then I'm going to be right back on. All right? Hold on, let me make sure everything's set to make sure that this actually does go as smoothly as I hope it's going to go. Oh, what the hell? Okay, yeah, I was like, what in the hell? Okay, all right. I think we're good. Let's see. Oh, we're good. All right, so it's going to be a black screen for a second. Just kind of chill out. Um, all right, so it's going to be a black screen for a second. Just kind of chill out. Amy, what's good, Amy? I'm not leaving. Promise. Amy, what's good, Amy? Not leaving. Promise. Jesus Christ, that's how I sound. Okay, let's see if I'm actually here. And post comments on some definitions. And Antonetta's in the chat was good. Okay, we're good to go. Let me know if there's any audio issues, but I'm pretty sure I'm good. Okay, what was my LaShawn today? Yeah, they don't give two ish about Raya and Taz.
That's why, in a lot of ways, when James is like, the Tarias fandom is huge. A lot of people like to, a lot of people are Taraya fans. I'm just like, Tarias Tigers. I'm just like, who are these people that you're talking about? Like, I'm not. Okay, turn that down. But I'm just like, he actually said that, and I didn't want to sit there. I didn't want to sit there and really like make a big deal out of it. But I was like, yo, no one likes. I mean, I don't want to sit there and say no one likes Mariah and Tess, but like, I don't understand. Like, he's talking about this big fan base. I'm just like, well, what is there like? What is there to like about Mariah and Tess? In a way, yes. Bobby or Mr. Bear. Because normally these soaps, she'll just sit there and not really say much, and then we'll just plot. Oh no, and that question's for you, Mr. Bear. Wait, I'm actually streaming on I'm actually streaming on Twitter. We'll see how that's gonna work now. That's a good question. That's a good question. Why didn't? Oh, okay. I guess I can't sit there and stream on. That sucks. Seriously? It's not even letting me. Okay, well that's kind of dumb. Anyway, and that's yeah. I mean, the dude doesn't really have a lot of balls, so it's like I don't expect much from him if we're gonna be honest. So that's not working. Ron says, "I love Steppy. Don't get me started." Ron says, "I love Steppy. Don't get me started." Okay, get started. Get started, Ron. What do you got to say? What do you got to sit there and say, Ronnie Ron? I'm telling you to get started. I mean, as long as you keep it simple. Duan, what's good, Duan? Just a quick hello. Gotta watch this review for Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see it next week sometime. We're going to see it next week. So I'm not gonna be crazy and see it when everyone else sees it on Friday. That's gonna be an absolute nightmare. Well, that's gonna be an absolute nightmare to sit there and see for a while. So I am definitely not looking forward towards that. Hmm. It's actually weird though. Do I? And yeah, it's good to see you. I won't watch a review or like I won't watch somebody else's review if they put out a movie review to sit there and see if I'm gonna see it or not. But I will do a review myself. Like I don't go to other people channels to see if I'm gonna see a movie. If I like it, I like it. So it's kind of weird for me to sit there and do reviews even on soap operas, and knowing that I wouldn't watch somebody else review to sit there and see if I'm gonna watch the episode or not. Ron says Steffi is really annoying, so she thought that Sheila was staying in jail last year's release in the first place. She shouldn't have been taken in for no damn questioning. Ooh, okay, all right, Ronnie Ron, no, no, no goddamn questioning. Which I disagree with. Um, I mean, granted, I don't. It's within his right to ask to ask questions. That is standard procedure, especially somebody who has a history of killing people. Ron, you act like this chick is just squeaky clean. She has a history of offing people. Like seriously, she has a history of offing people. Well, you know it's funny, Francis. So Francis says Poppy calling Bill's home her home, right? And that's funny because she hasn't even been there that long to sit and even say that. And I'm like, Katie, well, this used to be my home. Okay, that used to be your home. That used to be your home. That's past tense. Do you not understand that? Well, I used to live here. Yeah, you used to live here. But you're not the lady of the manor anymore, Katie. Mr. Bear says I'm tired of Steffi being bold against Sheila and then acting scared of her the next minute. Yep, playing the victim. Wants to sit there and try to be all bully and all like, oh, I'm in your face. Like confronting her in a dark alley, giving her history, but then be all surprised at the outcome of getting shot. Ron says, why don't Baker take Lee Steffier, Pill Poppy, and for questioning the hypocrites of these people? Oh, the hypocrites. And Ron, that comes for you. Francis says Poppy's not going to like Will when he comes back. Of course not. He's gonna mess up your little devious ass plan. You're absolutely right. And you know, on some level, yes. Why don't you sit there and question the rest of the people? I agree with that, Lashanta. Bill does need to sit there and put her in her place. Listen, Poppy wanted some loving in the afternoon, and Bill and Katie were just going to walk in on it and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this here. I can't believe you just walked in without knocking. Like seriously, you just walk in somebody else's place without knocking. Like, who do you think you are, lady? I can't. I really can't. But yeah, I do think that Carly needs to go to jail. Okay? I'm sick and tired of seeing everybody else. Carly's supposed to be this badass chick. She's supposed to be quote unquote that girl. But yet she's always said to having Jason, Sonny, or Drew lay their lives on the line for her. I'm like, that's why I sat there and I agree with Anna. Listen, Anna screwed up. Okay, there's no doubt in that. But Carly and Jason put themselves in that position in the first place. Nobody wants to talk about that though. Carly fans don't want to sit there and talk about that. Oh my God, I can't believe you're sitting there saying that. Well, it's true. Maybe if you sit there and stop thinking with your emotions, Jesus Christ, that's a long ass comment, right? That's true. I'm just saying it's within his rights to sit. It's within Baker's right to sit there and question Chill. Now you have a point. Why don't you sit there and give that same energy and question the rest of those people? Francis says Connie going going to go after Everett because he can expose her. Yeah, he's a loose end. I'm surprised she didn't think about that from the start. You honestly thought that, oh, if I just get rid of the commissioner, I could sit there and trust you to hold up your end of the bargain? How would you know? Friend, Mr. Bear says I heard Katie was always being nosy, only watched for about 3 years. Yeah, it's funny, Mr. Bear. I think I've probably been watching that around. I've been watching it for that amount of same time as well. So yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm just like, Alyssa. I'm surprised you're just now catching on. Plus, you know how that is, Alyssa. Like, you have a secret and somebody else knows. There's always a chance of you being exposed. I can't believe that I can't sit there and so now I can't stream on Twitter. Like, okay, maybe I could sit there and stream on Instagram if I figure out how. Favorite by the fans. Are you talking to me about what I said or about Carly or Becky says Albert, Carly didn't have Jason put himself in jail for her. Jason did that ish on his own. And every time she tried to make it right, he stopped her for one reason. I no, and I get that. And I get that, Becky. That's why I came at Sam, because Sam tried to make it seem like Carly asked Jason to do that, and that was on Jason, right? So no, I don't sit there and put that on Carly exactly, just like I don't put what Drew did for Carly. That was on that was on Drew. But my issue is that Carly does this stuff, and a man is always sitting there jumping in the way is jumping in to save her, to jump in front of the bullet for her. And I'm not sitting there saying that she asked him to do it. You don't take responsibility for your own actions. You're just like, oh, what am I gonna do? Okay, just do it. I'm like, I don't care if Jason's sitting there telling you not to do it. Carly, you're pig-headed. You are a stubborn ass woman. When you want to do something, you'll do it. So don't sit there and try to act like, well, Jason stopped me. So you don't have a mind of your own. You don't have a sense of right and wrong. You know that this man has been doing this for 2 years, and now he's going to sit there and keep doing this. No, you take your ass right down there and you call the feds, and you tell yourself at this point. Same thing with Drew. You could have sat there and said, no, I did this. That's what I'm going to do. ZK said Carly can turn herself in. Nothing stop her. Thank you, ZK. And ZK, I'm a Carly fan. Okay, I'm a Carly fan. But come on, what are we doing at this point? Ron says, I prefer Detective Sanchez investigating than Baker. He would have dragged Steppy or Riz down to the station regarding the. Yeah, I mean, well, Ron, he still has a point of making it right, though. Still has a whole thing of making it right. He can still do he can still do the right thing. I mean, that's true. That's true, Francis. I'm not saying that you can't sit there and want to go with a man who can provide for you, but you can tell that she's only. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about gold diggers exactly. I don't know. In all reality, you don't actually have to be with them. I've seen some people that got roasted for saying the most god awful comments online. So Domax says Carly always finds herself in new situations despite how many red flags Jason and Sunny warn her not to do. Carly, being Carly, headstrong as she is, will do it anyway. Exactly. And then guess what happens? One of them or both of them have to sit there and step in for her. Because it's like, why let Carly sit there and take responsibility for her actions? Why do that? I mean, that would just make sense. Yeah, people want to sit there and say Carly's tough, Carly's that girl, Carly's this, Carly's that. Okay, prove it. Take your ass to jail. Should have took your ass to jail for insider trading. I don't care if Drew said it's not a good idea. Do it anyway because it's the right thing to do. Why the hell should Drew have to sit there and miss out on time with his kids? Because you decided to be pigheaded and went against Drew and Michael's instructions on not to do it. So that's it. And again, I want people to understand I'm a fan of Carly, but nobody is spared the damn rod. Well, Ron, that's just dumbing down the characters. Okay, Steffi Smith is saying over and over again, well, she had to do it. I mean, who cares about Moto? She did it. I mean, if she didn't do it, who else would have sat there and killed those two? You live in LA. LA is a very, very dangerous place to sit there and live in. People get murked all the time. What do you mean who else would have done it? I don't know, maybe somebody else who's a killer in LA. I'm pretty sure if I take a penny and I just throw it in a random crowd, I'm pretty sure I'll sit there and hit a killer at some point. So the chick she's lived there all her life. She's acting like there's no such thing as crime before Sheila got there. That's my issue. Same thing with Rich. Rich is like, well, it had to be Sheila. It could have been anyone else. Like, really, Rich? Really? And that's the thing, Francis. You would sit there and think, yo, why are you so obsessed with? Why are you so obsessed with this woman? You know? And did she not learn her lesson the first time when it turned out that it wasn't Sheila that was attacking her? It was Sugar. It was Sugar all along. But she kept saying, it's Sheila, it's Sheila, it's Sheila. And then when Sugar came along, then she was like, oh. And when she got back to town, it was like she still was like, oh, I don't want you around this one, I don't want you around that one, and da 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 this, da da that. I was like, yo, listen, um, you do understand that you got the wrong person, right? And you want to sit there and I mean, I'm not saying that Sheila's a saint. Okay, at the point, she did sit there and shoot her in an alley and left her for dead. But I'm like, you sat there and poked a bear, and you kept going up against a sociopath that you knew. Well, I mean, going up against a psycho you knew was a psycho. That's like sitting there keep pressing Heather over and over and over again, and to see if she doesn't snap and whatever. Like, oh, thank you, Francis. Yes. And Sheila did sit there and save her daughter. And she didn't once apologize. She didn't once thank her. Remember when her daughter took a picture and it just so happens that Sheila was in the background, the places she worked? You know what Steffi did? She went down there, she busted up and Sheila's living place and punched her in the face and said, stay away from my children. Her goddamn children came to her establishment. What was she supposed to do? Leave? Leave her own job. This is the level of stupidness that B&B has gotten to. Just remember, people, they got 1 year to clean up their act. Otherwise, that's it. Well, I mean, yeah, Ron. But he's not going to do that, though. I mean, it's sad. Deacon, aka Cobra Kai, can't sit there and tell people not to smack his wife around or yell at his wife or insult his wife or anything of the sorts. So, unfortunately, Celia didn't call the police and have her arrested for assault. And she did not. And she was well within her rights. She was well within her rights. And of course, you got Ridge and Liam sitting there co-signing Steffi's BS when she did that. But then she sat there. But then Steffi sat there and got surprised when she thought that Sheila came after her. You assaulted this woman. You punched this woman in the face, and then got all shook and started playing victim when you thought that she broke in your house and taught your ass a lesson. To be honest, she had every right to sit there and go in that house and whoop your ass or something worse. You started it. You put your hands on her. What you thought she was going to wind up doing? Just taking it easy? You're dealing with a sociopath as you so-called call her. But then you get surprised when you're dealing with a psychopath, but then gets mad when she acts like a damn psychopath. 1 year, born and beautiful. 1 year. Then, well, I don't know. Maybe they could sit there and go the bold and the beautiful route. Go the bold and the beautiful route and stream it. I know there's a lot of people that may not go on there and be all like, oh my God, I got to sit there and pay for a streaming service. Well, you want to sit there and watch Bold and the Beautiful, right? It's been your favorite soap opera for 30 something years. Do it. Stop complaining. Only up your $4, your $5, and do it. People love to sit there and talk about how much they love a show until they actually have to sit there and support that said show. Then sit there and act like, oh my God, the $4 is, never mind. I don't get that because sometimes for me I'm just like put your money where your mouth is. Santa says Victor's eating everything like caveman. Bill will fight him. Adam said he understands Billy. Francis says unless writing gets better, they won't make it. Yeah, but the thing is, Francis, Days of Our Lives had that problem. They started losing views, and they had to do that too. Derby says stream it without or get it without or get it without premium or get it without premiums. Yep. Mr. Bear says the actress playing Sheila probably told them that she didn't want to leave the show of villain. That's a shame because that's what she's been. Okay. I just like I said, Darby, you gotta pay up. You gotta pay up. Oh, Darby says without holiday interruptions. Okay, yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing, Francis. Days of Our Lives, I could sit there and recommend like there's no tomorrow. But Days of Our Lives started losing views. I mean, when you start to think about it, who the hell is actually home at 12 o'clock in the who the hell is actually home at 12 o'clock in the evening? Most people are at work. Okay, they're at work. They're not home so that they're just waiting to sit there and watch these shows. The economy is shit. You need mom, dudes, and dad out there so that they're working. So I mean, and TV still has a very old school um, model of live views. It's not that live views are nothing at all. Like most people watch the stuff on streaming later the next day and so forth. Becky says, I don't think it's about the money so much as people hate change, and when you tell them they gotta pay for something they used to see on TV. And I get that. I get that. I get that one. I do. And I can be understanding to a certain point. But at the same time, you have to sit there and go with the times. You have to, you know. I get it. Even General Hospital, you know. If General Hospital is to sit there and be put on Hulu, people would lose their minds because it would be the same thing. Yeah, exactly, Liza. And this the television landscape is changing. It's been changing for a while. So you know, I think these networks need to get with the program. Seriously, who the hell's home at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Exactly. Now, Bobby says soap operas usually started at 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the older days. Yep. Francis says Billy and Victor are about to have a smackdown. Really? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ron says, Albert, let's say Lee straps Sheila. I bet Baker's not going to do anything. I'm pretty sure he would do something, Ron. I think at that point he would have to do something. That's not an option at that point. Derby says we are paying for convenience and streaming does work great for easy convenience. Yes. Um, but the number still does count though. And I feel like I said, hey, listen, I used to love watching the shows on the CW, but I didn't watch them when they premiered. I watched them the next day on whatever. But they are looking for those live numbers. I'm like, bro, I love the originals, but I ain't home on Fridays. Okay, y'all gonna have to do something else. Okay, Fridays is not a good day, but they'll put it on Friday thinking that people are just gonna watch. And then when they don't watch, then they cancel. I was like, bro, that's not how that works. So yeah, I just Becky says either that or lose their minds when it just goes away. Yes, Becky, just like Days of Our Lives. I go on Facebook, I still see people and here's my whole thing. Okay? And Becky and everyone, I want people to understand that I'm not sitting there going out my way to wallet shame people. Okay, I understand that everyone has a different budget and stuff like that. I'm not living La Vida Loca. Okay, but if it's something that I enjoy, I'm gonna sit there and pay. If I gotta pay, I gotta sit there and pay. That's the bottom line. I can't sit there and not pay, then be upset like, oh, I can't sit there and see it anymore. I wish you would come back on regular TV. That's not how that works. It's not going to come back on regular TV just because you want it to. Like, I feel like some people when they say that they have this thing called main character syndrome. Ron says, do what Bake Albert, what Baker ain't gonna do is itch because he doesn't have the balls to arrest Lee because he is biased. Ooh, you say he don't have the balls. Okay, okay, Ron. Okay, Ron. Francis says yes. These days, only retired people are at home. Yes, exactly, and that's the truth in the matter. But most people, Bobby said, you pot, you PO, you on both accounts. You pod on both accounts, huh? I mean, yeah, that's true. I didn't really get, I didn't, you know. And then a lot of people have been just written terribly. So, unfortunately, it is what it is. But yeah, that was a mistake. Okay. Yeah, Francis, most people got to sit there and work. So, but yeah, I still encounter people on Facebook when I go on Facebook. People are sitting there shaking their fists at the sky and being like, I can't believe that you did this. You made a mistake canceling Days of Our Lives. Bring it back to regular television. I'm just like, oh, you people are stupid. And it's not because I'm just calling them dumb. It's just like you had the audacity. You had the you're angry enough to go on Facebook to complain, but you're not angry enough to sit there and do your Googles, do your research, and understand why the show is no longer on NBC anymore. That's my issue. Becky says exactly, Albert, and honestly, people should think about it. Cost like the prices of one freaking cup of coffee, especially if you like mocha. Yes, exactly, Becky, and I've said that multiple times. I've gotten smoked for it, but I've said it and I stand by it. You pay more for coffee than you would for peacock. So let's not sit there and start like, oh my god, I'm gonna fix butter. Did you pay for coffee? Yes, I did. Then shut up. Pay for coffee. You can sit there and pay for peacock. Let's say yeah, and you still. Let's say yeah. Oh, Ron says, Albert, I hope that the writers don't unalive Everett's character. He's playing his role good, and if he's not getting back with Jada, then put him with Sophia. Ron, why do you want a grown ass man to be with a high school with a girl that's in high school? You wanna you wanna tell me why you really want that to happen? Yeah, Francis, I would sit there and take what he says with a grain of salt, with a very, very heavy handed grain of salt. And Alyssa, that comment's for you. And Alyssa, that comment's for you. Francis says, who's Sophia? She's in high school. She's a character that's in high school, and the character that he wants to get together with Sophia is a grown ass man, which is gross. I don't really, I don't understand what kind of messed up fan fiction that you got going on, Ron. But no, Francis, a character on Days of Our Lives, who is a girl who is in high school. What was wrong with you, my guy? Yeah, Francis, I'm just like I gotta, you know, just take what he says with a grain of salt. Lashanta says I was going to say Ain't Sophia when Nicole's Ain't I was going to say Ain't Sophia when Nicole's doing. Yeah, they're both in high school, and Everett is a grown ass man. So I don't know what the hell Ron is talking about. Bro, listen, you want to sit there and talk about Sheila, who's like 70 some years old, having a baby? Okay, fine. That's weird. But there's weird, and um, then there's that. That's worse. Just throw that out there. Thank you, Francis. Yes, 21 people in the chat, 20 some people in the chat. I guess I got to cheat. I guess I got to cheat and like my own stream. I gotta sit there and change my damn title. Oh, okay. I guess we're good. Okay, we had 20. Okay, we're at 27, and we got 19 people. So, okay, never mind. Now, Ron says, I was just saying, Albert, if he if he ever is not getting back with Jada, why can't Sophia get with Everett? But you want Aaron hooking up with Teresa? No, actually, I don't, because that's still jailbait, right? That's still jailbait. That's still that's still wrong. That's illegal, right? Absolutely, Francis. I have no problems that they're cheating. I've been called worse. No, Ron, they're both bad. Teresa is a grown woman and Aaron is a high school kid. And you got a weird imagination, my guy. And I'm weird. And I'm weird, and you got a weird imagination going on. I'll sit there and say that much. Like, damn, bro. Eagle Fang was good, my guy. You know, it's funny too. Well, thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. Eagle Fang Sunny really is not a good person. I'm not a fan of Ava neither, but I hope she wins. Sunny, he needs to be held accountable, and so does Carly. I'm gonna watch the first episode tonight. It's funny, Eagle Fang. I'm gonna watch the first episode tonight. I wanted to sit there and try to watch at least four. I had a plan. It did not work out, but I want to watch the first episode tonight. Hopefully, I can get through a couple of the episodes. Yeah, Evil Fan, because I do want to sit there and talk about it in chat. So I put up that poll for a reason because I was hoping that more people would want to talk about the show. But I'm gonna watch the first couple of episodes. I had to finish watching the boys and stuff. So right after this stream, I'm gonna go get some dinner. Yeah, no, Eagle fan. No, I'm gonna take my time, but you know how it is, Eagle fan. Once you start watching something, you just kind of just keep going. But I definitely want to watch this where we can sit there and talk about it. Also, Eagle fan, I think that Carly should go to jail. Carly should be going to jail. Francis says, any news on the Gates casting yet? You know, it's actually funny, Francis. Most of us, like me, Kyrie's, and James, we get alerts. So anything that new goes on, we'll get alerts on our phone about any casting. So when I get something on my phone, and I usually get them pretty fast, I will definitely let the chat know. Ron says, Albert, I'm worried that Phoenix may have gotten sick again because he didn't do any spoilers for us. So now there any commentary on that? Well, Ron, there's times where um, you don't have much to sit there and say. Um, so maybe he's not sick. Maybe he just doesn't have any spoilers. Becky says, Albert, if it was cheating like your strain, they wouldn't make it possible to do it. If you're running for president, you would still vote for yourself. Absolutely. Very good point, Becky. Very, very good point. I agree with that. Of course, Francis, of course. Eagle says Anna is the biggest hypocrite. One of them, and she should join Carly in jail too. She tried to guilt trip Jason today. Jason should just snitch her out to Jagger. Well, I'm not a fan of snitching, but I do get your energy, Eagle Fang. And she sat there and was, well, to be fair, Eagle Fang, yes, she does need to go to jail, but she wasn't entirely wrong. Though. She wasn't entirely wrong. Carly and Jason did sit there and put themselves in this position. So exactly, Eagle Fang, and it's a little. I'm not a fan of snitching out there. Yeah. The thing is, Eagle Fang, Carly did exactly. So you already know. I don't even have to sit there and say you already know, Eagle Fang. Princess says Jason needs to turn on Anna. Obviously, she's not going to be able to help him. He needs to help himself. Yeah. And Eagle Fang, that comments for you. Ron says, if Jada catches Connie trying to take out Bobby, then what? Then she should arrest her and stop her. Because, she's a cop. So she should do her job. This one just says, I don't understand Anna left Duke because he worked with Sonny, but she was with Valentine's crooked. Yep. Very, very true. Very true, Lashanta. Very, very good point. Very good point, my lady. Very good point. I'm assuming you're a woman. Um, and if you're not, I apologize, but I'm assuming that you're a woman. Anna is all over the place, ZK, because the writing is all over the place. Anna's all over the place. Sam is all over the place. Sam was all over the place. Laura has been all over the place. Sonny and the way he's been acting has been all over the place. Because there's times where I feel like he should be more manic than what he is at this point. One says at first I wasn't sure they just keep Betty, but now I'm thinking, yep. Dawn, I need you to go to Kyrie's stream, and I need you to tell him that tonight. I need you to go to Kyrie's stream, and I need you to sit there and say Betty should be a permanent character. Bring her ass back. Princess CJ says, well, maybe if Nina told them Sonny was alive, Carly would not have gone to be a meeting and said that she was a mob boss. Okay. Hey, Princess CJ, I see you. I see you. I raised you 50, but I see you though. And maybe Carly shouldn't have got involved with a mob boss in the first place. Mob boss that breaks the law on any given Sunday. And the fact that you're with him means that you can go down at any point in time. Okay? You got yourself into that situation. You got your kids hurt, kidnapped, and everything else. So, I don't know. Maybe take a little responsibility for said actions. Just saying. Deluxe was good. Deluxe. I mean, it's possible, Ron. I mean, she don't, she got, um, it's possible. I mean, we're born to beautiful. It's like you just don't know. Now, Eagle Thing says, how are we liking the new Gabby after 1 month? See, I'm cool with her because I haven't had that much time to sit there and really, get so absorbed into the old Gabby that I can't transition it. And I think she's doing a really good job. I really do. I know some people, they're fixated on the old character because that's the Gabby that they know. And, I don't want to sit there and say they're not giving her a chance, but they're just fixated on her. She's doing a good job. So I'm liking her. Princess CJ says, but don't you think that Carly didn't not go? No, absolutely. Absolutely, Princess CJ. I mean, sorry, Prince CJ. Absolutely. Sorry, Coach Princess. Absolutely. Yes. If option B was there, then Carly wouldn't have did option C. I get that level of thinking. Just like Prince, I get that if Jason was still around, Carly wouldn't have, done the whole insider trading thing. and sold her and put up the money for her hotel if Jason was still around, right? So I get that part. It's a domino effect. But we got to back up the dominoes a little bit. We got to start from the beginning. At the end of the day, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get option A, option B, option C, but it still has to start with option A. And option A was being what a mob was, was knowing what he did and still being there. All his illegal activities and still being there. You married to her. You have to sit there and start taking some accountability towards your actions. And the thing is, Prince, I like her. I do. I'm a fan of Cardi, but I can't sit there and just overlook that. I can't sit there and just pick a point in time where it's like, well, if Nina didn't sit there and say, if Nina would have told the truth, then Carly wouldn't have did that. Okay, but Carly was still married to a mob boss. So if Carly wasn't married to a mob boss, then she wouldn't have had to worry about going to a meeting and protecting her family. I'm just saying. But I respect your opinion, Prince CJ. I respect your opinion. Like I said, I respect everyone's opinions, even if it's different from mine. And sometimes I actually do learn. Like even with Kyrie's, I still got a message on the other thing. But there's times with Kyrie's doesn't necessarily have the time to do a stream later on at night, so he'll do it early. If he still wants to do a stream and still wants to hang out, so I'm glad I actually decided to take a page from Kyrie's playbook. This is fun. This is fun. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy I did this. Um, but I am actually going to end the stream right here, though. Because unfortunately, like I said, I do gotta wake up at 3:45 a.m. in the morning to go to work. Or to get up to start to go to work. But I do want to thank everyone for joining. It was actually a lot of fun. I appreciate people coming in a little bit earlier. I know y'all not used to coming in, so the fact that y'all came in and the notifications actually worked, amazing. You guys, before y'all leave, y'all gotta sit there and tell me if y'all got notified. If they got notified of the notifications. Darby says all of this is ultimately Sonny's fault. Everyone's trying to protect him, but he's seeing enemies everywhere. Hmm. We going. I agree to disagree on that. But let me know if y'all actually got notified to actually come in, or did y'all see the notification on the community tab? I need to kind of figure out what stuff works and what stuff doesn't. So that does help. Francis says get some sleep. Thank you for coming in early. Well, thank you, Francis, for coming through. Thank you for coming through, Francis. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. This is actually a lot of fun. So I well actually did do the stream earlier. I had to sit there and chop it up with y'all about these soaps. So thank you everyone for coming through tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great night. Hit the like button on your way out. If you're not a member, become a member. Um, Click on any video that has the join that has a um in the description box. Become a member. We want to chop it up on the weekends as well. Maybe even do story time. Have a night, Francis. Have a night, Alyssa. Have a night, Prince CJ. Thank you for coming through. Sorry I butchered your name a couple times. Have a night, Blackmon. Thank you. Becky says, I'm glad you did too. I hope you have a good night. Rest well and have an awesome day tomorrow. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. Thank you for coming through tonight. Well, earlier today. I appreciate you. I know sometimes you don't always get a chance to come through the stream, so every time you do, I am very grateful. Have a good night, Anjanetta. Thank you for coming through. Have a good night, Ronnie Ron. Have a good night, Deluxe. Have a good night, Darby. Uh, I know some other people that have a good night, quiet guy. If you're here, um, and yeah, I will see you. Hopefully, if everything matches up, I will see y'all in tomorrow's live stream. ZK says yes. It was really good seeing you, ZK. I normally don't get to sit there and see you in a live stream, so it was really good to see you. Nah, Deluxe. I started early. Um, I normally start at 8, but I had to wake up super early tomorrow. So that's the only why. Becky says I just got lucky this time. I looked for live and clicked on your ass. Well, thank you. Thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. I gotta do that one day just to sit. Becky says, thank you for all the good company. Share the streams with your so fan friends. Yes, share the streams because these streams are actually really fun. We get new people out all the time, new perspectives. You never know who's watching these live streams, and you never know who may come on these live streams. So we're building something, people, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming through. Yeah, Rachel, I had to start early. I had to. I have to wake up early tomorrow, 3:45 in the morning. So I started at 6. But tomorrow I'll be back on the regular time though. Tomorrow, regular time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So I'll be in the normal time tomorrow, Rachel. Yes, thank you, Becky. Always appreciate you. You are a godsend. Seriously, all of y'all are. Yes, tomorrow's gonna be normal time. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. I will see you on the next live stream during regular time. Laters.